Good morning, Year 4, and welcome to your computing lesson on Wednesday, the 13th of January. Before Christmas and before we went on lockdown, we were looking at data handling in our computing, but we are now moving on, and we're going to be moving on to the unit of programming. So our WALT today is going to be to use a variety of tools to create a program. Okay, first things first, programming. What is programming? Do you know? And how can you create a program? Again, you can pause the video here, have a think about that, have a chat about that, think about your answers, and then we're going to find out what it is. Okay, so we're going to be focusing on programming using a variety of tools, and to program something, you give it a list of instructions. You give it something to do, and we're going to be creating algorithms to do this. So in case you're not quite sure what the word algorithm is, they are the step-by-step instructions to solve a problem. We're going to be solving problems using our algorithms. We can create games, we can create little GIFs, and hopefully it'll be a lot of fun. So first question then, how do you give a computer an algorithm to complete? Or how would you pass an algorithm onto a partner so they can complete a puzzle or a problem? How would you do it? So again, pause the video here, have a little think about that. Lovely, okay, so hopefully you've had a think about how you would do that. And if you were sat next to your partner in class, you'd give them instructions to do, you'd write them down. Number one, do this, number one, do that. Very similar on the computer, and hopefully some of you will have done this before. Some of you may have forgotten, and that's absolutely fine. And we're going to be using Scratch Online to do this. So lots of you have used Scratch in Year 3. Some of you use Scratch at home quite a lot. Some of us haven't done it since Year 3, and that's fine. And within Year 4, if we were in school, we'd have been using Probots and Spheros and things to complete this. And hopefully we'll do this in term 4 when we're back at school. But today we're going to be doing this via Scratch. On the right-hand side here, it says, what does it mean to tinker with a program? Because you're going to be tinkering with Scratch today and Scratch Online. It is slightly different to the Scratch we have in school, but not that different that you're not going to know what to do. Just a quick note before I show you Scratch then at the bottom, it says when we are programming, we will look at what sort of instructions computers accept. Okay, so I've not got loads to show you on the notebook because what I will be doing today is showing you Scratch itself. So the first thing I'm going to want you to do is open up an internet browser. So just like it would open up at school for you, it's opened up Swiggle. If you've got your Safari at home, you've got your Internet Explorer, you've got your Chrome, any of those are fine to click. And we're going to go into the top window box here. And we're going to type in www.scratch.mit.edu. And if you want to pause here just so you can copy that down, that's absolutely fine. But when I then click enter, it's going to bring me to the main Scratch page. Okay, just going to move my photo out the way up here because up here there is a join Scratch and a sign in. Now you don't need to do those things at the moment if you don't want to, but if you do want to save what you've made each week, you will have to ask your parents, your carers at home, somebody to join Scratch with an email address and a password, and then you can save it and come back to it. But for today, you don't really need to do that unless you'd like to save it. Okay, from this main Scratch page then, the first place we're going to go is to this create button at the top left. And when I click that, it gives me the Scratch page. Now again, hopefully lots of you will recognize this from the school Scratch that we have. Again, there's been a few updates for the online version, but nothing too big. And it will just take a few seconds here to load up. But this is then your coding and your programming platform. On the right-hand side here, you can see your sprite, which at the moment is a cat. Your middle box here, other than the tutorial box, is where you'll put your coding. And over here on the left, you've got all your different codable instructions. Instead of me showing you how to do it, today, because we're going to be tinkering with it and we're going to be remembering how it works, we're going to follow some of these tutorials in this box. So let's watch the first one together.
With Scratch, you can make your own stories, games, and animations. Let's start by grabbing a move block. We can click the block to run it. There are many other blocks to choose from. Check out the different categories. Let's go to the sound category and grab a play sound until done block. I'll snap this onto our move block. When do we want these code blocks to run? Add an event block on top to start the code. I'll add the when green flag clicked block. You can easily reorder or delete these blocks at any time. Add as many characters as you want to your project and code each one. Check out the tutorials page for ideas and inspiration.
Okay, so that was the first tutorial video. It basically shows you that over here is your code and you simply click and drag it, out to the side. If you don't want it, just like I've made a mistake, you pop it back into the box and it disappears. But if you pop it out here and you click it, your sprite on the right-hand side will move. So you can see mine moving there as I click it. It also showed you for the sounds, I can add a sound onto the bottom and it clicks together like puzzle pieces. There you go, and every time you click it, it makes that sound. That tutorial also showed you about the events. So you'd pull in the top piece there when that green button or green flag is clicked, and there. Probably shouldn't have spoken over the cat there. But you can now see on this tutorial box at the bottom, there are a few different tutorials you can use. So I've just gone on to the move arrow here for you to have a go at. And there are a few little tutorials that you can do. Make it say things, make it do things, adding backdrops, which is your background, and adding a sprite, which is your character. For today then, it's as simple as that. I'd like you to have a go at tinkering with and using the different controls in this program. There are lots of things down the sides, lots of different sounds to annoy your parents with, but have a go and have some fun. Good luck with this today, and I look forward to hearing about it. Maybe if you want to type a message and tell me how it went today, because like I said, it is tricky to save it. If you do want to save it and you have logged in at the end, you'd simply go up to the file and then you would save to your computer. But again, you do need an account, so you'll need your parents' help to do that. Good luck and have fun. Bye for now.